Rovalt did not fall in battle. It was handed over. Caladog's army marched through the city gates without resistance. Lord Service died in the square he once ruled, while Lord Unthury learned too late that betrayal earns no loyalty. Across Calradia, war tightened its grip, and in the Western Empire, another lord was about to demand answers. Lord Apys rode into the capital with grief that had already turned to rage. The western capital of Zionica stood untouched by the war, its marble towers bright beneath the morning sun. People filled the streets. Merchants peddled goods to passerbys. Legionnaires guarded the gates. Life continued as though the war beyond their borders was someone else's problem. Apys did not slow as he entered the inner city. He had no time to waste. Justice needed to be served for his family. His expression showed the pain in his heart. He had not come for comfort. He had come for the Emperor. Apys did not bow long before speaking. Emperor Garios watched him from the high seat of the hall, expression unreadable.
I received your message. You claim assassins entered your keep?
My wife and my youngest son were slaughtered in their beds.
His voice carried through the chamber like drawn steel.
No alarm was raised. No guards saw anything. No witnesses.
The court shifted uneasily.
And yet, the Empire has done nothing.
Garios stood from his throne.
You believe the killer known as Crotor is responsible?
I know it.
The name stirred quiet murmurs among the gathered nobles. Word had already spread across the western provinces. Crotor, once a soldier of the Empire, now led a brutal band of renegades who struck castles and vanished before armies could respond.
Seonon has been ravaged. The Botanian city is a ruin.
Garios did not appear surprised.
Crotor will answer for his crimes.
When?
The hall fell silent.
My family is dead, and every day you delay, that butcher grows stronger.
Garios did not react to the anger.
I will see justice done.
Apys took a step forward.
Justice requires soldiers.
Apys did not ask for vengeance. He demanded war.
The Western Empire cannot pretend this chaos will remain outside our borders.
Battania burning Vlandian cities. The Northern Empire and Sturgia clashed in the north, and now rogue war bands were carving through imperial lands unchecked.
If we do nothing, these kingdoms will soon test our strength themselves.
He let the words settle.
And when they do, it will be too late to gather an army.
Garios stood motionless for several seconds. The Emperor of the West had watched the wars of Calradia from afar. Now they were knocking on his door. Finally he spoke.
Summon the scribes!
An imperial attendant stepped forward.
Send word to every provincial lord. The banners are to be called.
The murmurs in the hall rose immediately. The Western Empire was entering the war, but before the scribe could depart, the great doors of the chamber opened again. Garios' son, Thephilos, walked into the hall without waiting to be announced.
Father, I will ride with Lord Apys.
The declaration stunned the court. Garios' expression hardened instantly.
You will not.
Thephilos did not back down.
Our banners are finally raised. I will not remain behind these walls while other men fight.
You are my heir, and I will not risk you chasing brigands across the countryside.
Apys stepped forward,
With respect, Emperor, my wife and my son were butchered in their own home.
The chamber went still.
And yet, my surviving son rides with me into danger.
His eyes met Garios's.
But yours must remain safe.
The challenge hung heavily in the air. Garios's jaw tightened. For a long moment, he said nothing. Then he exhaled slowly.
Very well.
The court erupted in whispers.
Thephilos will ride, but he rides under your command.
Apys bowed his head.
As you wish.
The Western Empire had watched long enough. Within days, the capital stirred with military purpose. Legionaries formed ranks in the great avenues. Standards rose above shields polished bright as mirrors. Trumpets signaled the assembly of the army. Lord Apys marched at the head of the column. Beside him marched his surviving son, face set with the same cold determination. And just behind them, Thephilos. The Emperor's heir wore armor for the first time in war. Citizens lined the streets as the army began its march toward the city gates. For years, the Western Empire had remained on the edge of Calradia's conflicts. Now its legions were moving, and Crotor's reckoning was coming. While the Western Empire marched to war, another force was already at sea. Northern waters churned beneath a fleet of longships cutting through the grey horizon. Ragnvard stood at the prow of the lead vessel. On another ship, Halfdar watched the distant coastline grow larger. Storgia waited beyond those shores, and beyond Storgia, the Northern Empire. For the first time since the pact was sworn, the strength of Nord and Sturgian blood would be tested together. And Lukon had no idea it was coming